Next, we solve this example 7-8, uh, in which we are again given with the type of fit, which is the medium drive fit here, and the basic hole size is given as 2 inches. So whenever in the statement the given dimension is in inches, you have to solve complete problem in the same unit. So don't convert it into millimeters, you keep it as it is. So we will write that the diameter, the basic diameter for both and hole and the shaft is 2 inches. So again we shall not convert it into millimeters, keep it in inches. Now for the medium drive fit, in order to know the symbol for this type of fit, we again need to go to the table 7-9, and here if you see, the medium drive fit falls into the category of transition interference fit, and the symbol for that is H7 and S6. So once we have noted that down, we return to our problem, right? Just a second. And we write down the symbol for the problem for this problem is going to be 2, since it is in inches we will write inches, H7 slash S6. So remember, this 7 is the IT grade for the hole, right? This 6 here is IT grade for the shaft, right, as we did before. And this S here, it will be used for the calculation of fundamental deviation for the shaft. So we have all the information that we need now. So again, we take the convention of hole basis. So we will be finding out the dimensions of the hole first of all, and by convention we will take the minimum diameter of the hole as equal to the basic size, which is 2 inches. For D maximum, we simply need to add the tolerance to this minimum value. So D maximum would be D plus delta D. Since D is 2 inches, plus now we need to find out delta D, or the tolerance value for the hole here. And since this problem is in inches, we will use the table in inches, that is the table A13 from the book. And before going to the table, remember that the IT grade for the hole is 7, IT 7. So now we go to the book, and here you have this table A13, which is the same as table A11, right, except that it is converted into inches. So you see here, converted from table A11. Why? Because it is in inches now. The table A11 was in millimeters. So now the basic sizes are in inches, right? So our basic size is 2 inches. So here is the thing, we fall into this range, of 1.222 inches here. Why? Because on the next line you also have 2 to 3.2 inches. So the question is, should we use this row or should we use this row here? Because our value is exactly 2 inches. Now the answer to that is in the caption of this table, where you can see that it says over the lower limit and including the upper limit, which means that in any of the range the values are for the basic size is greater than this up until the upper limit value 2, right? So we are going to use this row if we have the basic size equal to 2 inches. If our basic size were greater than 2 inches, then we would use this row. So anyhow, in this problem we have 2 inches, so we will remain in this row. And remember, the IT grade for our hole is 7. So corresponding to IT 7, we have this value of the tolerance, delta D. So this is our capital delta D. So we come back to our problem and we simply write here the value seen from the table, which is 0.0010, and this gives us the maximum hole size of 0.001 inches. Alright, so now we move on to the shaft sizes, and for the shaft we have a different set of formulas for interference fits, and that correspond to equation 7-38 from the book. So it is equation 7-38, and this equation states that D minimum should be equal to D plus fundamental deviation. So D, the basic size is 2 inches, and for fundamental deviation we again have to go to the table. So before we go to the table, note that for fundamental deviation, this is the letter which is going to be useful, S, for the fundamental deviation table. So we have to look for a value which is in this column. Now again, since the table, since our problem is in inches, so we will consult table A14 in the book. This is table A14. Let me rotate it for you. And if you see, look at the top of the table, you will see that it states it is the fundamental deviation for shafts, and it is in inch series, right? So we will use this table. This table is generally a conversion from simply a conversion from table A12. So table A12 was in millimeters, this one is in inches. Again we have 2 inches basic size, so we will come to this row, we go in this row and we search for the S in the column. So here it is, the S, and the corresponding value for us which is to be used is this one, 0.0017. So we come back to our problem and we simply write let me write it in this color, 0.0017 and it will be 2.0017 inches. This is the minimum size of the shaft. For the maximum size, the formula in equation 7-38 states that d maximum would be d minimum, so d plus delta f, and always if you are going from minimum to maximum, all you have to do is add the tolerance value. So since this value we just calculated here, 2.0017, right, and we simply have to add the tolerance value. Now remember, for the tolerance of the shaft, the IT grade is here, IT 6. It is not the same as the hole. For the hole it was IT 7. So we again go back to the relevant table. Okay. So again we are going to use inch table, and for this range 1.2 to 2 inches we have to look for IT 6 here. So the value is 0.0006. So you see it's a very small value. This is our delta small d, 0.0006, and this value comes out to be 2.0023 inches. So we have fulfilled the minimum requirement of the problem, which stated that we should find out the hole and shaft dimensions. So here we have the first dimension of the hole, the second dimension of the hole, then we have the two dimensions of the shaft here. Now we have to verify that, just for the sake of your own learning, we should verify that it is actually an interference fit. So in case of interference fit, we actually have the shaft larger than the hole. The size of the shaft should be larger than the hole, and in this case we find out the values of minimum and maximum interference. And for that, before even going into the calculation, we can already observe that the hole here, the maximum size of the hole is this one, 2.001 inches, and we can observe that even the smallest shaft, D minimum, here is of the size 2.0017, which is larger than the hole. If you compare these two values, you will see that the shaft is larger than the hole, because this is actually 2.0010 and it is 17 here, right? Similarly, if you compare any other two values, say I say here now, if I compare D maximum, so D maximum is 2.0023, and you compare with any of the diameters of the hole, this value is larger. It is larger than 2, and it is also larger than 2.001. So the shaft is definitely larger than the hole. Now how can we calculate the minimum interference? So there will be minimum interference when the hole is at its maximum limit and the shaft is at the minimum limit. In that case, there will be minimum of the interference, minimum possible interference. And this turns out to be 2.0010 minus 2.0017, and the answer would be naturally be negative 0.0007 inches. So this negative sign here confirms that it is an interference field, and the interference will be maximum when when the hole is very small and the shaft is very large, meaning the hole is at its minimum limit and the shaft is at its maximum limit. So the minimum limit for the hole is 2 inches. The maximum limit for the shaft is 2.0023 as we calculated above. So the answer will be minus 0.0023 inches. So again the negative sign indicates that we have the interference here. So these two values, though they seem very small, especially the minimum interference looks very insignificant, but it is nevertheless an interference. So these indicates that our calculation is correct, this final result, because the interference values are in negative using these formulas. So this concludes this particular example from the book. For your practice, you need to solve the given problem. So you have to find the hole and shaft dimensions, just like uh, in this problem, but for a basic size of 1.5 inches, right? And you should use medium dry fit. So remember, medium dry fit is again a type of interference fit. So do solve this problem and then we shall discuss it in the class. Thank you.